my might!
To the complicit!
On the other! Seems all my considerable efforts here have been ill spent. Total rift destabilization is imminent. Our last resort is our only resort now. We need to fly the rift modulator in.
Wait. So you're saying one of us has to do it, right?
Oh, brighten up, everyone. Not all of us need go, but, someone present will need to take one for the team. Yes, when I said we, I didn't mean the royal we, you understand. I'll use the schematics and the processed rift data to mass-produce rift modulators that are usable at a safe distance. These pesky rifts will soon no longer plague the colonies. What? And deprive the galaxy of my singular leadership? You should really rethink this. I'll put you out of our misery, you dismal little contrarian.
So, in the end, the commander chose not to choose. Thus, the rift destroyed the colony, killing everyone in Arcadia, followed shortly by everyone everywhere, as rift destabilizations rippled across the galaxy. In conclusion, the end.
said the grand plan.
Wait.
Oh, brighten up, everyone. I do appreciate the effort, dear, but I'll use the schematics and the process rift data to mass-produce rift modulators that are usable at a safe distance. These pesky rifts will soon no longer plague the colonies.
The woe-bedamned circumstances that led us to this point. Is there not some other way we might solve our current predicament?
Well, now, I suppose this is goodbye, isn't it? I should say how I appreciate you helping me gain control of Arcadia, to promise you it will be a better place for all, and avoid tearing up about how this all...
So much for any pretext of honor. It would appear the responsibility of saving Arcadia falls to us.
This is what my whole life has been leading to. If anyone's flying into that rift, it's going to be me.
As always, I do not understand the machinations of your mind. But if you are so inclined to sacrifice yourself, I shall not stop you.
Right. Enough talk. You can go now.
Azahalia Lightinger was able to finally end her life nobly by saving the colony with her sacrifice. Not that she cared about that. She was beyond such pedestrian concerns of right and wrong. She was going to merge with perfection, and she couldn't have been happier. Vigilant Hogarth, now acclimated to Fairfield, leaned on the Protectorate ideals of neighborliness, while overlooking all the authoritarian tactics, so he might help the Order to succeed with the equation. After defending Fort Endurance against a fierce Mantisaur attack, Executive Warchek was awarded a commendation for profit-securing stalwartness, as well as promotion to regional manager. He eventually passed peacefully in his sleep at the scientifically astounding age of 6. Having died at the peace talks, Augustine DeVries' treachery was never known to the Earth Directorate. She is forever remembered as the star agent who tragically went missing during her mission. Val continued to serve the commander of the Incognito faithfully for many more years than should be possible, giving automechs like her everywhere a reputation as stable and reliable. As a result, more Valerie units were put into service, while fewer human agents were deployed into the field. After leaving the Earth Directorate team, Niles joined up with his old friend Zebulon Tran. Yet their troubled history repeated itself. The duo butted heads again about the best course of action to help Arcadia. Their incompatibility led to mistakes in the field, and Zebulon was killed in action. Niles blamed himself and disappeared without a trace a short time later. The Anti's Choice grafting program eventually resumed with even less safeguards. Yet Inez could only watch it happen. She shouldered tremendous guilt for not following through to stop the program. After taking her case to upper management, she was immediately fired without cause, then arrested for threatening a corporate officer. She eventually returned to Tau Ceti, unable to stomach the sight of anything Arcadian. Tristan never uncovered who actually killed the Supreme Arbiter, a failing that chipped away at his ability to arbitrate. His once promising calling eventually ended with him stripped of rank, programming menial automechanicals somewhere deep within the husk of Protectorate society. Marisol quietly fumed over her unfinished business with Anaïs Bujold at Point Obviation. She eventually passed away in her sleep, alone and full of regret. After Marisol left the commander's crew, rumors swirled that she began running operations on her own. She spent her days obsessing over unfinished business, eventually passing away in her sleep, alone. Sovereign Varric was eventually discovered in mental refreshment, in a placid and compliant state. All parties felt it would be best to leave him in the hands of the remaining Protectorate, who had the most experience with refreshment's process and victims. Despite the recent tumultuous events in Arcadia, it was business as usual for Free Market Station. Sub Rosa continued to supply the colony in the wake of the commander's actions. Unable to die in their sacred rift after it was closed, the Glorious Dawn heeded a new calling, seeking the modulators needed to create new rifts, so that they could die in those instead. Without the intel or assistance of its rogue Arcadian agent, the Earth Directorate struggled to become the ultimate power in the colonies, seeking unfettered access to skip drives. Yet the Order, the Protectorate, and Auntie's Choice all had other plans. Each faction had a vested interest in Arcadia, and they weren't about to let this meddling agency encroach on their territory. War eventually resumed across the system. All of these events turned on the decisive actions of the Earth Directorate agent and their unique way of navigating Arcadia, its disparate factions, social complexities, ubiquitous product placement, and arsenal of absurdly satisfying weaponry. But through it all, and to this day, Earth has remained inexplicably dark.
DeVries said the grand plan made her do it, huh? What do you want now?